Hello and welcome to the.
Is the recording running?
Yeah, I re-enabled the recording.
Sorry. Thanks.
Yeah,
Okay, sorry.
I did it like 5 minutes early, so that everybody who joins will see the warning message that this review is being recorded. But I was going to say that out loud again right now. Yeah. Okay. Starting again. Hello and welcome to the Agile Hive review for the month of May. This is a review for Agile Hive Cloud. In case you missed it, half hour before that, we had our review for Agile Hive Data Center. Yeah, as I just explained, this review is being recorded right now, and we are going to publicly, we are going to put it on YouTube so that you can find it and rewatch it later or even share with your colleagues. So in case you have anything to share, you want to ask questions or anything else, just be mindful about what you ask and what you share. Yeah, because as I said, it's going to be publicly available. So let's get into it. The next review will take part in 5 weeks from now. That's June the 2nd at 15:30 Central European Time again. And in case you want to stay up to date, you can follow the links that I have listed here on the page. You can add the ICS file for this review into your calendar. You can follow us on LinkedIn, and you can, as I said, rewatch previous reviews and other things on our YouTube channel. And you can also follow us or visit our blog, and you can always read new blog posts about Agile Hive or SAFe in general if you're interested in that too. And if you're currently in the evaluation phase for Agile Hive, we know that the usually awarded 30 days or the free evaluation period for 30 days might not be enough to test Agile Hive, because we know it's quite a complex plugin, and also the topic of SAFe might be quite complex. So you might require more than 30 days testing time. If that's the case, feel free to contact us. You can contact us via our help desk, for example. And we will provide you with an extension to that evaluation period. So now let's get on to the actual product updates for the last 5 weeks. There have, okay. Sorry, there was a notification which changed my screen, and now I have to get back. Sorry. There it is. Okay. Let's start again. So let's get back to the product updates. In the last 5 weeks, we have released 2 new versions. The first one being released on the 16th of April and the second on the April 22nd. And there's another release currently in testing, but what's in that release will be in the next review. So to go into what's been released in the past. The first and I think most important part is that we now have solution train reports in Agile Hive available. They might look quite similar to the art report. We tried to reuse most of the components that we have already available on the art report, on the solution train report as well. As you can see here, the overall statistics, we have the milestones widget again, the dependency widgets. I'm coming back to that later because there's a small but important change in the dependency widgets for all reports, as well as the burnup chart. And obviously, also the most important part, I think, is the PI overview for the large solution. Again, it closely resembles the art overview for the art report. As you can see, all the progress that your teams are doing on the capabilities that you have planned for the current PI. And also, as usual, on the bottom here, you find an overview of the PI objectives for the current solution train, as well as for all the open risks that you have. And Also, you can switch between different PIs in the solution train report as well by selecting them in the dropdown, just as you are used to from our other reports as well. Second feature, and circling back now to the dependency widget, is that we added external dependencies to the widget as well. So now we divided the dependencies that you can see in this widget in internal dependencies. That will be all the dependencies between issues that share the same issue hierarchy, so that they're in the same hierarchy branch, and external dependencies, issues that are outside of this hierarchy branch. So, for example, coming back here to the solution report from earlier, dependency to a capability in a different solution would be listed as an external dependency, whereas a dependency to a team issue beneath your solution would be listed as an internal dependency here. And also, another change that we made to the dependency widget, an improvement that we made to the dependency widget, all the display of the criticalities that you can see here, these are now calculated on the user side, not when you trigger the request, and they are not loaded anymore in the backend, but are now loaded on the user side, which makes it more responsive, so that you can see your responses and the data being displayed in this widget more faster than previously. And also, we are improving the accuracy, difficult word, of this widget as well, because we are limiting the possibilities for rate limiting errors with that as well. Another improvement that you won't be able to see here right now, we made a small adjustment to our migration helper app about how work item parent information is, first of all, exported to the migration helper app, but also then imported into your Agile Hive Cloud instance when you run a migration from Agile Hive Data Center to Agile Hive Cloud. Then I'm going to move on to several bug fixes that we implemented in the last releases. One of the most irritating ones would probably be the integrity violation warning that you could have encountered within our safe hierarchy panel here. And this one occurred when you tried to link a story to a feature that had already other parents set. Then this integrity violation warning would show up, but it would not be a real integrity violation. It's just a display error. And this would also happen if you try to link a feature to a capability that was already linked to a portfolio epic as well. So each time that you tried to link a parent that had already other parents in place, this integrity violation warning was shown, and we got rid of that warning now once and for all. For the other two bug fixes, I don't have any screenshots to show. There's the first one. We had an issue in our work item view. When you tried to delete an issue, the view did not update correctly, and instead it would sometimes show the error display, the little doggy. And we fixed that now so that the work item view will update correctly when you delete issues from this view. And the last one was an issue with our team breakout board. Here we had the problem that the team from which you view the breakout board would load just fine. It would just load all its issues filtered by the sprints in the current PI. But once you tried to open one of the sibling teams, the board would try to load all the issues in the project and would not try to filter down for sprints in that PI, which increased the loading time once you tried to open sibling teams on the record board. And we added this filtering now, and it should be much faster now. So we recently had our PI planning for our current PI, and I am quickly going to share with you what we planned for this current PI. So also quite like a roadmap for the future. Sorry. As you can see here, starting in May, this is when the new PI started. We want to achieve that we want to implement our Agile Hive parent information as a custom field and not as a property anymore, so that it's more easily viewable and settable for you, much like the Jira parent information. But it's still not going to be the Jira parent information that you can still not use them in tandem without running the risk of them being different. The second major topic that we wanted to work on, we just released the external dependencies on all our views, but there are still a few things that we want to tweak. So we want to improve the overall experience with dependencies, especially on the reports, where you would see, right now you would see different dependencies depending on the state of your PI. If you have already started planning, you would see another information there than when the PI would be in the future and you would have not yet started to plan any issues on the team breakout boards. We want to unify that so that you can see all the dependencies all the time. Oh, sorry. As we just released the reports for solution, now we want to take the next step up and start working on the reports for the portfolio level. We are going to start here by implementing the epic overview, kind of like the PI overview for the other views, but just for epics. And again, adapt the other widgets as far as possible and as far as they make sense. And after that, we want to get in contact with you on gathering more information, what you might find useful on the portfolio report. And once that has been done, we want to start working on the solution planning board, kind of like the art planning board, but for solution level. We already have a quite nice spike and draft for them, but it still needs some refining. So we want to first start with a concept for that, and then set this concept into action and refine the spike that we have to a releasable solution planning board in the future. From our last PI, it spilled over the custom field mapping for the Agile Hive custom fields. We wanted to give you the option to map existing custom fields to our Agile Hive custom fields so that you don't have, for example, 2 impact fields within your instance and could just map the ones that you used before to the Agile Hive one, and then Agile Hive would get all its information from the already existing custom field and not set up its own. And the really big topic that we have been working on for quite some time. We are still working on the migration path from Agile Hive Data Center to cloud. Right now, for example, we are trying to migrate the migration helper app from a Connect app to a Forge app. So as you might know, Atlassian has prohibited the installation of Connect apps for or from or with descriptor URLs. And that's the way that we delivered our migration helper app as of now. And we have to change that so that you can install them again. In case you want to start a migration in the near future, get in contact with us, because we can get an exception from Atlassian on installing this app the old way, quotation marks, for a short amount of time, a short period of time. Yeah. All right. And just going to circle back to this little snippet here, we set the goal for the unlimiting our roadmap view. So we did not want to limit the roadmap view for like 2 PIs in the future. And we started working on that as well. And in the beginning, I mentioned that we are currently in the testing phase for another release. So I'm going to give you a really small preview of the roadmap that we are going to release shortly. Yeah, it kind of looks the same, right? But yeah, it's now able to scroll even further in the future, and for us to adjust the time frame that you can see on the roadmap more easily in case we get the feedback that you want to plan even further into the future. Then I think it's now 10 years into the future that you're able to scroll in the future and also in the past. And we're not limiting it with 2 PIs in the future anymore. But apart from that, as you can see here, it kind of looks the same. So hopefully you won't even notice it. All right, then everything that's left to say probably is that I hope to see you again on the June 2nd of June, because then our next review will take place again at 15:30 Central European time. And as before, if you want to, or if you haven't already, you can download an ICS file when you follow this link here, and then add the review to your calendar. So up until then, have a great rest of the day and see you again in about a month's time. Bye-bye.